The 2022 Philadelphia Eagles season is here, and that means it's time to start our weekly one-on-one interviews with head coach Nick Sirianni, brought to you by Wawa. I'm Eagles Insider Dave Spadaro, here with the head coach. Hello, how are you?
Good, how about you?
Great, excited, and as I know you are. Nick, I wondered, last year you opened on the road, Atlanta, big win. What did you learn from that experience, and what do you take from that and apply it to this?
I think anytime you start a football game and a football season, you're thinking about what you need to do to win that football game and to accomplish your goals for that game. And so, and that doesn't matter if it's. I think football is football, and so it could be the Southwestern Trojans high school team. It could be Mount Union in college, right? It could be the Division I schools that we saw. It could be the NFL. And I think what I learned from a lot of the good coaches that I've been around, is it's about tackling. It's about ball security, right? It's about playing clean in the kicking game, and it's about being situationally aware. And I think that was on display this last weekend. Some of us got a chance to sit there and watch some college football this weekend, and that was on display. And so that is, the first game last year in Atlanta, yes, but generally my philosophy there in opening day football.
All right, so this team, some new faces, of course. How much growth have you seen? How much maturity have you seen? What have you seen different from 2021 to 22? Or does it all start fresh for you?
I think we're just a little bit further along as far as our, being a team, right? Connecting together as a football team. And so when you're around guys for an entire year, and I know there's newcomers, and we got some great newcomers on this team, but it's just we're a little bit closer as a team together. We're connecting a little bit more, and that's going to serve us well at the end of the day.
Which kind of leads me to the next question about continuity. Coaching staff comes back largely the same, offensively for sure, a lot of the same personnel. Has that, if you found, really helped you accelerate into year two?
Yeah, of course, because the players know what they know what we're looking for as coaches. I say to the coaches all the time, make sure that the job description is very clear. Right? What are they doing against this look and this look and this look and this look and this look? Right? Make sure the job description is crystal clear. We don't want there to be any questions in their head. So that wasn't just a new coaching point that I started saying to the staff this year. That's been my message to them since the beginning here. And so we haven't held any secrets back from them. We haven't held any cool coaching points back like, oh, okay, I'm going to wait till year two to give them this coaching point. They know what we're going to say, and they know what we expect as coaches and the standard. And so I think I always say that's good coaching when the players know exactly what you're going to say.
Do you have a big picture step away and say, hey, we had the training camp, we've had our summer work, we had joint practices. Are there big takeaways from that as you sit here right now?
Again, you're just trying to get a little bit better each day, and that's what your focus is on. And yes, of course, some days you're trying to work on different phases of the game, different things within what you're trying to work on in training camp. But we're just living in that mode of just trying to get better every day.
It's Detroit on Sunday. What do you know about the Lions, a team that really played well down the stretch last year?
Yeah, there's no doubt that team, got better as the season went on. There's no doubt about that, and it's very noticeable. And we notice that they play really hard, and that's tough. That's tough to deal with, a team that's just relentless and keeps coming after you. And we know we'll have our hands full. That they got a lot of good players, and we got to be on it and be ready for them.
One of the more intriguing players is Aiden Hutchinson, their first-round pick, their first-round pick. He's 6'7", 265, which sounds really freakish. I mean, what do you see when you've watched him on film?
Well, obviously we did our homework on all the draft guys, right? We're going to go through it, and so we saw what a dynamic playmaker he was for that Michigan team last year. And then, with the reps that he's gotten this year, we see the relentless effort, that he has, and the quickness that he has. He had that one up and under that he made. They made a big play in the backfield, I think one of his first preseason games. And so you see his quickness, you see his length, you see his relentlessness, and he's a good football player.
Will they move him around?
Yeah, again, some of this going into the first game, there's a lot of unknowns, and they have on tape. They've definitely moved him around. They've moved him inside on some third down scenarios. But of course they're going to be not showing us everything in that preseason, and we're going to have to be ready to adjust and figure it out. And that's our job as coaches, to figure out what they're doing and make adjustments necessary during the game.
You mentioned the unknowns. What is the sense of unknown going into the opener?
Yeah, I mean, again, they're probably working on new wrinkles that they most definitely studied in the off season. New things to their packages, new players and the different skill sets that they have, and so there's a lot of unknown. And so, that for us means that we gotta play by our rules, and that's what we do as coaches as much as we can. We're trying to make the job description clear, not just in this look, but in every look that they could possibly get, and that's what we've been trying to do from OTAs on. And so the unknown is, hey, okay, an unknown's gonna pop up, handle it with your rules, and then we'll make the necessary adjustments on the sideline.
I think I know the answer, having been around you. But what is the daily message? Is it something that you always want to keep consistent?
The daily message, like this week, I really did talk to him about, I woke up on Monday with I'm really excited, woke up at 5 a.m. and maybe my alarm was for 5:45, but I didn't want to go back to sleep. I was ready to go in. And, I had some of that nervous energy, and I was thinking about, Sunday. But the message, really to myself, I was saying it to myself, and I'm like, well, I need this message for myself. And then if the team gets it as well, that'll be huge, is, hey, be excited about Sunday, be excited about the game, but to be ready for Sunday, you got to go about your business today. And how do you go about your business today? It's high detail in meetings, starting with us as coaches. It's full speed to the snap and walk through, and then it's high intensity at practice.
I feel like if they hear that from you all the time, which they do, it's not a change for them, right?
Yeah, true.
That's what you want.
Again, good coaching in my mind is when they know what I'm going to say. I don't want them to have any questions. I want them to be able to go out there and rip it. They know what our standard is. We know what to expect. They have a high standard as players themselves, and let's just go rip it.
Let's go rip it. Our one-on-one weekly with head coach Nick Sirianni, presented by Wawa. Good luck on Sunday in Detroit.
Thanks, Dave.
Against the Lions.